Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. That's clear cut, that's a free kick. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
It's come loose. And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. Davis looks to clip it forward. Davis needed to come up with a better ball.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Forward it goes. Oh, that's a waste. Ruben Diaz switches it towards the other side. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Now it's Kane. Looking to break out here. He's through, now is he in? Is there any support? He might not need it. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game. He's had a crack. And the shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
They're just lacking the cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good. Sessegnon.
He's still going. Where to next? A really good feat. Kane, Manchester yet to have a shot on target. Besic. Kimmich. He's off on a marauding run. Has a hit! It's broken loose. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Now can he finish? Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead, he looked...
Shot at goal! Rodri battles to win it back. He's got options out wide.
Well, when the options aren't quite present in the box, it's the crosser's interest to hold on for the support.
Loses his balance and loses the ball. Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. And he's there to cut it out.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Manchester have a free kick. Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here. And Neuer pulls off a sensational save! That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Strong punch. That is terrific skill. And we hit half-time. Both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. And we are up to the break.
Manchester really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Manchester can feel really happy with themselves. The scoreline doesn't back it up, but they've played with urgency and purpose and can't afford to lose patience in this second half. They've got to persevere.
And the weighted pass, done very well to intervene. Has he picked him out? It's deflected over the goal line for a corner. Played out to the right. It's anyone's ball.
Rodri.
Out towards the flank. Gets it back. Kane.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Loose ball, who's going to get that? He's through. He's got it, and he's got time. That intervention was very necessary. Plays it out to the wing. Davis. Pinged one through here. Kane gets through. Kane! It's a goal!
Well, if ever there was a perfect time to score, I think we just witnessed it. Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Deadlock broken. It's 1-0.
Surprise, surprise. He just keeps on delivering, and listen, we all expect that.
And that has put paid to that.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Kimmich. He's got away. It could be in here. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Has a hit! Hoists it forward.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
It's a fine challenge, and it goes his way.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Sessignon. Crunching tackle. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. This could spell danger. Turns and goes back. Manchester get it back again. Ball's loose, who's getting there? So that's it, it is all over. One goal settled it, a tense and exciting game that just got away.
Well, there's no shortage of effort and commitment from them. They were just undone by that second half goal.
Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, in the normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it...
Has a goal!
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
That's a foul. Free kick's been given. He gets past his man. A chance! He's gone for it! And the follow-up? That's a half-decent try.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Just brushed off the ball there. Forward it goes. Offside that time. Oh, sweet feet. And he's straight offside. It is deadlocked. Oh, great ball! Rice. And it's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Played out to the right. Rice. Rice has been found. Chooses to go, goes for goal! In he goes again! Goal! He was so alert to the possibilities there, great stuff.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
Goes for goal!
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Nicely measured pass. Goes for goal! Oh, it's hit the post! Rice. Out to the left it goes. Played back in. Tries to get it forward quickly.